Goddamn Percy. You are getting it, son. It is episodes 4 through 6 of VOX MACHINA. If the last 3 didn't really solidify a great show, I truly hope these 3 did.
And it did.
Yep. I think, because Ryan and I were talking that the first 2 episodes was like your basic dragon slaying story. Great. We all know that. We've all come to love it. Now, the last episode and then these 3 are all interconnected with that same story, and it's starting to now you're learning your characters. I don't know about you, but Pike losing her powers.
Oh, sad.
And then Grog. What are we gonna do without her? We just met her.
It's a good job selling their relationship.
Yes.
To start the show.
Like they were obviously together before VOX MACHINA.
One of the reasons why, they were the traveling companions, and I imagine that as like when you're playing a game and it's like you meet a party, but they had a whole adventure before they got to the party. This whole show to me, I think of video games all the time. Like the merchant when they go and they purchase supplies and they get their weapons and they get their healing supplies, and then they even
things
have a
that
pouch.
you would buy if you were in the game.
You know, in a video game, you're like, how can I fit all that shit in my book bag? And it everything shrinks down to fit in this little bag. It just
Percy had that cool gun telescope thing that was like built in the air, but he just jammed it, bag this big, gun this long, just.
There's so many parts of this show that remind me of video games, and I love it.
And
I know it's based for Dungeons and Dragons, but that's what that is
more.
too. Like Dungeons and Dragons is like a tabletop video game, basically.
Right. And I obviously play World of Warcraft, and I'm like, all right, so you're getting your potions, you need your holy water, you need to get your quest supplies, you're doing this, you're doing that, and
I love it for that because it's also for adults.
Yeah.
They're going to be like grotesque. There's going to be a lot of blood. There's going to be like sexual jokes in there that
for actual sex.
Yeah.
That are funny. Scanlan is getting it. He
funny.
Gets it, and I guess being a bard back there and it's like a rock star, and you have a bunch of groupies you got to sleep with. But
that's what Yesker's doing in
The
Witcher.
Right.
They
That's
just
what I'm saying.
don't put it on screen.
No, he's got to be slaying them. I mean, there's a price to pay to get ferried along.
Video series for The Witcher above Ryan's head.
Yeah, but everything about this show right now, I am thoroughly enjoying. Every episode we learn more about Percy's character. I think he's
and the group as a whole, really, and like how connected they are. Like, and they're doing a great job making me care about their relationships.
They're friends.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest part that stuck out to me was Scanlan's trying to translate that notebook they stole, and he's like, oh yeah, and images, fuck you, Vax. And then they just start bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, it's
the
funny.
whole time. And every,
Isn't it refreshing?
It is. And Ryan spoke, you get 3 episodes. That's your thing.
Oh, that's my favorite part about the show. We watch a lot of anime on this show, and one of my biggest critiques about anime is I need more than 30 minutes a week.
Not even 30.
Drop
it's like 22.
And I got on to watch this episode 4, and oh my god, there's 2 after episode 4, and I was like, thank you, Jeff Bezos, and I'll never say that again.
Okay. And it has so those 3 episodes lead you in we lost Pike. They have to go and start their own journey. She's off, and we're following her.
Yep.
Because Pike, with these last couple episodes, even really just episode 4, you see the importance of her as a character.
She's
for
the healer.
That group.
Yeah.
Right. And when they said that, I was like, wow, that's because you need a healer in a group.
Would you ever go quest without a healer?
Nope.
Exactly.
And the Keyleth does pretty good. She can't heal well.
She has.
You
can
can
tell
mend.
she's has a lot of anxiety.
It's like childlike.
Yeah.
To me,
she hasn't
new.
grown up yet, but when
No.
she does, she's gonna be pretty powerful.
And Vax is looking to take that down.
And they're gonna show it on camera.
I hope the fuck so. Because when they were telling the story
It
of
is for
the
adults.
monster they killed, Scanlan's like the girl, and he's like, and I finished. And that's the part of the story we were all waiting for. Did he? Yes, he did.
It's refreshing to have a show cater to adults.
Yep.
And not be afraid, yes, it's animated, but you might want to put the kids to bed for this one.
Yes.
And it's finally.
It says 16 plus.
We got our start on YouTube doing Invincible.
Right.
Invincible set up the exact same way. It's adult animation.
There's
It's oh, hey,
parts for kids.
you're an adult and you look superheroes, right? Well, come watch this one where 800 people die on a train right here.
Do you
and
want
we're
to
going to show you all.
beat his wife?
And I don't know what does it say about us that we need to see it on screen to believe it. I don't know what that means.
No, people
but
when I joke,
I appreciate it.
That the whole nudity part. Not that I seek out nudity. There
You
are
do, but keep
avenues. There are avenues for that you can get nudity 100%. But it's
Where are they at?
we know. But it's okay, sprinkle in there because it is part of life, and they're living in a world just as we are, and that is part of their life, and they're joking like you and I would.
Yep.
And it's it just goes on and
you know what else? It doesn't undercut the serious moments because
No.
when shit gets real, you feel it that it's
Yeah.
real, and I like that part too. It can be funny and it can be serious, and you can like both parts about
Yeah.
it, and neither one ruin the other.
Percy is
That's a
he is
fine
not the
line.
fun.
Right.
He's the serious line. And what he did, so Vox Machina is our heroes group.
Yep.
But you know what, like Percy in particular doesn't do? He doesn't, when he killed Captain Stonefeld, spoiler, he didn't wait around to hear him talk. Nah, he
No.
just started shooting him.
When he put that mask on, I
He
was like,
becomes,
oh, he's
I'm
got-
interested, and then he took it off so you got to see, like, I'm interested, obviously they're building that, where'd he get his powers, what's come from, that gun is like,
Oh my god, it's got their names on it, and when he kills him, it
Yeah.
like evolves.
I thought it was so cool.
Dissolves away. I'm telling you what, this is a pretty cool show, and I'm looking forward to all the episodes dropping.
we're in the heart of Whitestone.
The
and-
vampire arc is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested. The
Not your
villains
basic
seem cool.
vampire, because Vax didn't turn.
Right.
They had those monsters, the dogs, the specters.
Those wraiths.
Yeah.
My god,
Cool,
they were
man.
how light made them actual physical.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like playing The Witcher 3, and if you get them in this circle, the wraiths become physical entities, and you can hit them.
Okay.
Exactly like in this.
So it took
I
your
just
video
kept
game
thinking
mentality.
video game,
Yep.
and I'm here for all that.
I am in love with this show. I can't wait. I know there's a season 2 coming. There's more episodes to come.
I just hope a lot of people watch it.
I
want this to
want
be
everyone to
successful
watch it.
because I want more of this. So
And it doesn't have to be. I like the fantasy thing, but
well,
yes.
we both do. Yeah, if you haven't watched it yet,
Please.
go watch it after this, of course. And we will see you next week when we review the next set of 3, hopefully.
Can't wait.
All right. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.